AITA for moving out of my dad's house and telling him I won't let him see me graduate? When I, 18F, was 5, my mom died. My mom always wore this necklace that she got as a teenager. It was unique and special and meant so much to her, and she gave it to me to wear before she died. She told me that if I ever wanted something physical to think of her by, I could have that, and she knew it would work because she always wore it. And I treasured that necklace. When I was 7, my dad got remarried and he and his wife had a daughter, and within a few months my half-sister was born. I was 8. One day when she was 6, she asked me if she could wear the necklace and I said no. She got upset. My dad and his wife were upset with me for being unwilling to share it, so my dad forced me to take it off, and he gave it to my half-sister. He said from that day on it was hers because she deserved it and I had acted immaturely and cruelly by refusing to let her even touch the necklace. My dad and I got into a big fight about it, and his wife inserted herself into the whole thing by saying I loved the necklace more than I loved my half-sister. It was less than a week later when everything shut down, and for months after things were tense and I was angry, like beyond angry, because my half-sister kept the necklace and I was seething. She refused to give it back to me and Dad would yell when I would try demanding it back when asking failed. 2 years ago she broke the necklace. It was an accident. But I was there when it happened and she was being careless with it and her parents were watching. I lost my shoot and I yelled and cursed and told my dad I would never forgive any of them and I would never, ever let it go. It took a month of me feeling that way for him to regret it and to realize that my half-sister cared more that I was mad at her than she was about the necklace. Because part of him actually believed the necklace meant something to her too. I refused to accept his apology. His wife called me bitter and said I was shameful for loving a necklace more than my own sister. I told her I never loved my half-sister and she and her husband could thank themselves for making things even worse. I turned 18 in November and I moved in with my granddad. We had talked about it for ages before, but he picked me up and I left. My dad was trying to stop me leaving, and both my half-siblings, I have a half-brother as well, were upset I was leaving and wanted me to stay. But I left and I intend to never return. My dad has not let up, and when I blocked him after he refused to stop calling, he showed up outside my school last week and told me we needed to talk and he wanted me to move back in, and graduation was this year and he needed info. I told him he's not coming so he doesn't need to know anything. He told me of course he was coming, they all are. I looked him in the eye and told him if they show up, I won't attend the ceremony and I will never give him the satisfaction of watching me graduate. He told me I took it all too far and should find a way to forgive. AITA?